15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. On first down, Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle. That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
56, middle.
Allen now looks to throw. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. 3rd down here. You look at the defense for these Texans. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Allen now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Townsend. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. This is Logan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Proctor. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Allen going to change the look here. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback had. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
51 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. The Bills had 8-5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Half 85, half 85.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Bass. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Dorsey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
Half 85, half 85. Half 10. 56, 56. Stop. What's that?
To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Proctor. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion, Hill.
Alert, alert, alert. 56, 56. Middle, 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 middle. Alert.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. Touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Proctor. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Throwing on first down. Proctor. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Looking to throw. Proctor. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I think everyone is watching. We're certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
On 1st and 10, Proctor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go.
Dorsey.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Buffalo 18. Track to 60.
Back to throw. Proctor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Alert. Middle. Regular. What's that?
Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And some space here. A big play here for Buffalo. 34 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. The Cardinals still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
In motion, Hill. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They run with Logan. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking to throw. Proctor. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Proctor. And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They'll run it here with Logan. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 23-yard run.
And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Proctor, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Proctor. And now here is another interception. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Alert! What's that?
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch your team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
What's that?
Play action. Now it's Allen. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with third and long.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.